Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta. Hi.
Hi, and welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time, we're so happy to make your acquaintance. And if you are returning for a little bit of chat, welcome back. We are so grateful, and we always like to set the tone for our chats. So we always listen to one another. We don't always have the same opinion. However, we listen, and in the spirit of kindness, we're always compassionate to one another.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much for that reminder, Gloria. And since we're Silicon Valley Girls Chat over tea, we like to talk about the tea that we're going to be chatting over today. So today I am drinking a brand called Numi Organic Tea, and the flavor is turmeric 3 root. And I happy to say I do have my glasses today. So I can actually see the ingredients. And
Congratulations.
thank you. It says here the ingredients are organic turmeric, fair trade certified, organic ginger, organic licorice, and organic rose. And remember, if you have anything with turmeric, you do need the licorice. Sorry, you need pepper, but they didn't put pepper in here. I wish they had. I was going to say licorice is my favorite ingredient because I love licorice, but they don't have the pepper in here because pepper actually helps the absorption of the turmeric by 200% into the body. But anyway, it's Numi and I really like it. And it's called Turmeric 3 Roots. I have it seeping and it's delicious. Cheers. And while I'm cheering, Gloria's going to tell you what
Cheers.
tea she's going to be chatting to.
I'm drinking a tea by a company called Herbal Cup. It's immunity with superfoods, elderberries, and that's what
Very
it
good.
looks like. Okay. And it is also organic. It is a combination, it's a proprietary blend of, and they're all organic, so I don't have to keep saying organic, elderberry fruit, echinacea whole plant parts, tulsi leaves, ginger root, hibiscus flower, and the most important one Rosetta was just talking about, licorice root. So there, that's what
Love it.
I'm
We both
drinking
have
today.
licorice root in our teas today. I love it.
Yes, it's a licorice day. Cheers.
Cheers. I'll do cheers again.
Absolutely. So, as we always start our chat, our thoughts and prayers go out to the universe because we've got to learn how to love one another. So, as you go with Rosetta and I on this journey, you will see that our focus is always about love and compassion. Even when things are not necessarily what we agree or what we want to see, we still see it with an open heart of love. So today is National da 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 Blueberry Pancake Day.
Yummy. I
That
love
is,
pancakes.
I know, I knew Rosario would love that. Pancakes is the oldest breakfast food in history. It brings the sweetness of blueberries to your pancakes, flapjacks, or hotcakes.
Very, very good. And today is also National Pop Art Day. And that celebrates the vibrant, bold, and often cheeky art movement that challenged traditional art back in the days. And the ways that you can celebrate National Pop Art Days by visiting an art gallery, get creative, wear your art, or post your favorite piece of pop art on social media. That's a great way to celebrate. And we also have birthdays, and one of the birthdays is a famous actor today by the name of Elijah Woods. He's an actor, and you
Yes.
probably know him from the famous Lord of the Rings, and his character was Frodo Baggins. So there you have it. Happy birthday, Elijah Wood.
All right. Your turn. BAFTA.
All right. Again, I'm going to be talking about something that you may or may not know about, and it is the BAFTA Awards. Now, do you know what the BAFTA Awards are? If you don't know, I'm going to tell you. It stands for British Academy of Film and Television Arts. And they're kind of somewhat equivalent to the Golden Globes and a cross between that and the Oscars. But because it has television, it's not quite the Oscars. So we're going to be talking a little bit because this is the awards season. We just had the Golden Globes. So now we have the BAFTAs and next is the Oscars. So some of the nominations we're going to be talking about because a lot of them, because it is the British awards, we don't know a lot of the shows and movies. So I'm just going to be talking about the ones we do know about, the American ones. So nominations are, here are some of the highlights. Best Actor nomination would be Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. If you haven't seen that movie, it is an amazing movie and it was amazing cast. And we also have Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. We have Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. And there are some other ones, but I'm just going to highlight the few. Then we have the Best Actress nomination, and we have who do we have? We have Kate Hudson for Song
Yes.
Sung Blue. Have not seen that movie, but I heard it's good. Then we have Rose Byron for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And we have Jessie Buckley for Hamlet. I have not seen Hamlet, but show is up for a lot of awards. Next, we have Best Supporting Actor, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. Then we have Benicio del Toro also for One Battle After Another. This movie is getting a lot of nominations. We have Jacob Elderbary for Frankenstein. I heard he's very good, but I have not seen it. Best Supporting Actress, Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Another nomination there. Then we have Wami Mosaki for Sinners. Then we have Best Casting, um, One Battle After Another, Sinners, surprise, surprise, Sentimental Value, I've never heard of them, and Marty Supreme. Then we have Best Special Visual Effects, Avatar. And I'm surprised on this because Avatar Fire and Ash was amazing. We saw it in the movie theaters 3D. And I'm surprised that they didn't get more nominations. So that they got one for visual effects, well deserved. We have F1, which is Formula One, who starred Brad Pitt. Then we have Frankenstein, How to Train Your Dragon, The Lost Bus. Then we have Best Costume, Wicked. Finally, Wicked get nominated. Wicked for Good, Sinners, and Frankenstein. And then we can't forget the one that everyone is looking forward to. I'm not going to talk about the British ones because I don't really know much about them, but Best Film, we have One Battle After Another, Sinners, Marty Supreme, Hamlet, Sentimental Value. And that's just a quick highlight of some of them. Do you have anything you want to say, Gloria, about the BAFTAs?
One of the things that I thought was most interesting, I haven't seen it because I like suspicious, tense movies. I don't like gore. However, I'm going to have to just get over myself and go and see Sinners because Sinners received 14 nominations. I mean, just amazing. Behind Sinners, Marty Supreme and Hamnet received 11 nominations, and One Battle After Another. Oh, well, I think that one got 14, Sinners got 13, but Sinners got the most nominations here in the States. It's a vampire movie. However, it must really, really be good to get that number of nominations. So
It was
I'm
really, really good, and you have to see it. You
yeah,
won't know until you see it what everyone is raving on about.
yes. So it's on my bucket list to do. So I will get that done before the awards actually occur. But
Yes.
and Tatiana Taylor, once again, she's like the quiet person that's just being nominated. And She's Oscar nominated and now she's BAFTA nominated. So, congratulations to everyone for their nominations.
Yeah. And BAFTA, don't forget, is on February the 22nd.
Yes. So, set your DVRs. So, we're continuing our conversations about the GLP-1 shots. These shots are changing the look and feel of our community. Lots of people are actually morphing into different forms of themselves. So, early last year, Oprah Winfrey had shared that she was on a program and it was working. And like Rosetta shared with you all, she isolated herself from Weight Watchers because of this different program that she was doing. So we now know it's some form of weight loss. And what she did is she met a woman, a doctor. Her name is Dr. Anita Jesterboff, and they wrote a book together. And this book is called Enough. Now, underneath the title is a sub that says, Enough, your health, your weight, and what it's like to be free. Because if you've ever been a person, a curvy girl, a curvy guy, weight is ever most present in your mind 7 by 24. I think we dream about what can I do? What can I do? So, in this book, because Dr. Anita is a physician and a scientist, she talks about, she's also an endocrinologist and she's an associate professor at Yale School of Medicine. So, just to let you know, she's not just some quack. She's based in science. And she always talks when they're together on shows about the science. So the book focuses on weight loss sessions or lessons, addressing the science of weight management, obesity as a chronic condition, not a lifestyle choice, but it is a condition, and overcoming personal shame. So, what have you heard about Enough, Rosetta?
Well, I've heard quite a lot of people are liking this book. And yes, everything you said, it really is kind of like a lead on from she did a special last year, Oprah, and it's kind of like a lead on her book because in the if you saw the special she talked about how it's she always thought because if you know Oprah she's always been a large lady and she's always tried to when she had her own Oprah show she was always trying to lose the weight so she was up and down and at one point she was really really skinny and she pulled out her wagon of fat
Wagon.
to show everyone.
Yes.
But behind the scenes that was not easy because after that she started to eat again and she gained the weight. So her whole thing is about, she was thinking all this time it's about willpower, but it's not about willpower. She found out that it's actually biological and it's a disease. And what she talked about in her special was the blame game. But there's
Hmm.
a little feedback on this, a little recap of this Enough book and it actually reframes and educates the biology behind the body weight regulation and the role of the environment and genetics and why willpower alone has never been the answer.
Right.
Now, a lot of people think it's willpower, but it's not. And we always know that when I hear the word willpower, I hear it will never last when you say willpower. So it's not about willpower. And the authors guide the readers towards an understanding of how bodies work, why weight is so difficult to control, and how real healing becomes possible when science meets empathy. So the book really goes into in depth and it talks about not blaming or being shameful about not being able to lose the weight and obesity is not a disease is sorry obesity is a disease and it is caused by biology not weak willpower and the book does talk a lot about the weight struggles as a medical and science issue not simply a personal choice or moral deficiency So,
Mhm.
for those of you that are interested in, oh, that sounds interesting and want to learn more, and maybe were in the same situation as Oprah, a lot of people that are obese and cannot lose the weight, this might be something that could help you and understand a bit more about why you're unable to lose the weight. So, check it out. And I don't know, do you have anything else to say about this?
We would love for you to comment below and let us know what you think. Um, I know that one of the points that, like Rosetta said, the point they're trying to make, Oprah and Dr. Anita, is obesity is a disease and it's not a lifestyle choice. And there are some things that you can do, hire a coach like my girl Rosetta, who will help you identify, the ins and outs of food, what you can eat, what you
All
can, like say it
right.
was,
We
you
are
know,
going through some technical issues because you just froze there, Gloria.
oh, you've been freezing. I just wait for you to talk. So it's just, I don't know.
It must
So
be the weather or something happening that we're
yes.
freezing.
So we apologize for freezing, but we're still here. We're alive. But for us, so you get this eating program and it says you can eat all of the protein you want, you know, the keto diet. There's all different types of flavors, but you still have to make sure that nutritionally you're doing the right thing for your body, not just the quick fix. So we would love for you to check out the book and let us know what you think. There are places where
Yes,
you can, do a quick little blurb and read about it.
because I do have some more things to say about them saying that it is not, it's not willpower, it is a disease. And I believe, in my opinion, that when it's a lifestyle, it becomes your way of life, and you get inflammation in your body when you're eating. And I believe that that causes the disease, the obesity.
Yes,
So it's kind of like a catch 22.
yes. But we have people like Rosetta around that could help you with that. All
Yep,
right.
yep, yep. All right, let's talk about what's coming up with sports. And if you know this, you know that Super Bowl is coming up in 2 weeks. Now, don't forget that we have 1 week off. It's always the second weekend in February. And the Super Bowl is going to be held in our town of Silicon Valley, Santa Clara at the Levi Stadium. And this is the second time that we've had Super Bowl held here. And the two teams that are going to be playing in the Super Bowl are the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots, the NFC and AFC teams, and it's going to be on February the 8th at 3:30. And don't forget the halftime show, which a lot of people like to just go and watch it for, is Bad Bunny. So, do you remember a long time ago when Bad Bunny found out he was going to be the halftime entertainer? He said, "Get ready and polish up on your Spanish." Because, as we know, or as if you don't know, Bad Bunny just mainly sings in Spanish. So we have no idea what he's singing. So brush up on that or get your Google Translate out.
And if you're wondering how they got there, last Sunday was a great day of football. We saw two great teams, the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. Initially, it was sunny and beautiful, and all of a sudden, it started to snow. They had to have runners to tell everybody, they had to go out and put the line so they would know where to line up to play the game. It was amazing. That score was 10 Patriots to 7 Broncos. No one thought that the Broncos would let anyone beat them in all that snow. However, it was completely different. The Bronco fans, I applaud you because it was freezing and you were there and you stayed for the entire game. And it was a real defense game. So, very, very good. Excuse me. Shortly thereafter, we moved on to the Los Angeles Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Stadium is a closed stadium and it's loud. They had 68,000 fans in that stadium, and it was so loud you would see the quarterback tapping his ears, which meant I cannot hear anything. It was almost like they had to do sign signals. That was a great game. The ending score was 31 um 31 Seattle Seahawks, 27 Rams, and it went down to the last 2 seconds. So if you, I mean, to me, that was a Super Bowl game. It was excellent. So if you're still wanting some more, because like Rosetta said, in 2015, we had the games here at Stanford in Northern California, and now they're coming back to Levi Stadium 10 years later. Would have been great if it was our 49ers hosting. However, that wasn't in the cards. We'll get you next year, but great game.
Yes.
So, as you all know, Rosetta and I are always talking to you about global warming. We're always saying global warming. And right now, we are experiencing severe cold. There are cold patterns all over the United States, even here where we're in sunny California, yet it's still cold. It's cold in the morning, and then when the sun starts to set, it's still cold.
Oh, there you have it. Technical difficulties again.
There's a large
And
section of the United
yes, you
States.
just froze again. So you might want to repeat what you just said.
Am I moving now?
Yes, you are. You're moving
Okay.
now.
So, a large section of the United States is dealing with snow and frigid temperatures, ice. We have lots and lots of ice everywhere. We're all in the center of the country under freezing warning right now. It extends from the Gulf Coast and Florida. Now, Florida is usually warm and hot. Then we've got tens of millions of citizens that are in cold weather in Texas and Ohio Valley and the Atlantics. I know people in Louisiana and Texas, they can't get out of their house. That's how much snow that there is. So, number one, if you don't need to leave your house, please don't. You see them trying to push their cars out so that they can go. Why are you leaving? Stay home where it's safe. Please, if you don't have to go outside, don't go outside.
And they said New York is really bad because everything is icy. Whatever you see, you're out there, is ice everywhere. It's like really, really dangerous. And you can't even
Yeah.
see it, but when you go out there, you'll be slipping and sliding.
Exactly. The view was actually without an audience because of the snowstorm. So, Brian was running from side to side, and Whoopi was like looking at him, shaking her head. There was nobody there but the girls and the
Yeah.
staff.
Yeah. And also I heard also in some parts of the country in California, there's a lot of fog, and we've had really, really dense fog where there've been people that have there was like I just saw on the news like a how many car pile up because of the fog and they all crash into each other because they couldn't see.
Yeah.
So be very careful and don't forget if it's foggy. I know we don't get a lot of fog in California. Please make sure you turn on your lights, your headlights, please, because it is not fun when you cannot see or other cars cannot see you either.
Yes. I didn't hear that, but hopefully they did. So that's all that matters.
Yes. Yep,
It's
yep,
one
yep.
of those See, we told you things are freezing. We're even freezing while we're talking to you.
Yeah, but I'm not freezing because I'm drinking my tea.
All
Lovely
right, all
tea. Yep.
right. That is just too funny. So, we hope that we share some information with you all that will help you to be safe, give you a little information about what's going on so that you can just be safe when you're out and about in the world. If you're interested in these
P1.
GLP-1 shots, and oh, they are coming up with the pill version.
Oh, yes,
So
they are.
and it's supposed to be less expensive. The most important thing is hire yourself someone like Rosetta that can help you learn what you can and cannot do and what you should and should not do. So we want you to know that we feel the love in the room. We're grateful for your participation and we send it back to you,
Full of
bubbling
love.
over.
Yes, and if you liked our chat, we would love it if you could hit that thumb icon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel below and hit the bell notification so you're the first to be notified when our chats are ready to be viewed. And we want to say thank you so much for joining us if you're new, and thank you if you're returning. And we are Silicon Valley Girls.